Of course, Gibbs never retired, and by the looks of it, Mark Harmon ain't done either. Though we all know and love him for his role on NCIS, it's time to look for greener grass. And it seems like Harmon's found his dreamscape. He signed with a new agency. Age ain't nothing but a number in this case, folks. Just take it from me and from Harmon, you can achieve your dreams at any stage of life. The 71-year-old actor is confirmed to have signed on with a new talent agency. You know what that means? Yep, we'll likely see him on our screen soon. Of course, not as Gibbs. Not gonna lie, when he left NCIS, it left a hole in me. I'm sure every fan can relate. He was the heart of the show. That being said, at the end of the day, you gotta do what your heart tells you to do.
Better yesterday.
Hey, don't litter.
That's not littering. It's for the birds.
Once you cut the head off that snake, the body dies. There is no more Dr. Death.
Plus, it helps to leave if you're getting in some beef with your coworkers on set, but more on that later. Let's focus on what's happening right now. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the actor has signed on with Gersh, a New York talent agency. That's a definite cause for celebration, so big ups to the guy. While we mostly know and love the actors we see on screen, there's not much we know about what it takes to get there. That's where agencies like Gersh come in. It's super famous and caters to very esteemed clients. See if you know these names. It won't be hard. Brendan Fraser, Sam Rockwell, Winona Ryder, Adam Driver, yep, they're all with Gersh. Keeping this in mind, I wonder what new opportunities this will bring for Harmon. He might get back into TV. This can be a chance for him to be known for more than just his NCIS role.
Just maybe he heard you asking all those questions and he got his butt out of here.
You can blame me all you want, but did you see that young girl in there? That could have been Emily.
Forget her!
What?
Let's be clear, he was super amazing as Gibbs. Wouldn't have it any other way. I don't blame him for wanting to branch out though. You gotta do what you gotta do. Now the talent agency is also famous for representing people like Haley Lou Richardson and Sabrina Impacciatore. Those two names ring a bell? You guessed it, they starred in HBO's The White Lotus together, and everyone knows it was a hit. Third season's coming, y'all. Anyway, my point is that Harmon can very well go down the HBO route, which is always good. They bring the quality, that's for sure. It'd be amazing to see him in a very serious role, or a Succession type show.
I'm sorry, Agent Gibbs. I just wanted to tell you something before you heard it anywhere else.
Hear what?
Jimmy, here you are. Gibbs?
Tyler?
Hey, are you okay?
Just imagine the possibilities. I'll be honest, I do miss his performance as Gibbs though, don't you? I hated to see him go, but he did have a valid reason. It's something I think everyone can agree on. The actor needed fresher storylines. So it's no secret that NCIS is one of those shows that just never ends. Literally, it's been going on since 2003. That's older than some Gen Z kids. The biggest problem a show like this can face is that it can become repetitive and boring. Plus, the OG cast members never stay for the whole thing. NCIS is a prime example of this. The star spoke about his exit in a DVD special in 2019, and he revealed why he made the decision. According to him, the reason he kept coming back to the show was for its challenging and refreshing storylines. Throughout the years, he got the brain food he needed, but towards the end, it just wasn't hitting anymore.
That's just a connection.
I mean, could there be? First, a body disappears and then Jimmy's car blows up. The neighbors heard the shots, but they were otherwise unhelpful. I logged in Darby's body here at 5:32 a.m.
2 decades on the show is a long time, so I get how he got a little tired of it. Well, with the new agency, it looks like he'll be out hunting for bright new roles and ideas. It's good to celebrate the present and look forward to the future. But what about the past? Sometimes it deserves some love too, especially if Agent Leroy Gibbs is involved. Those were the days, weren't they? It's safe to say that NCIS has changed a lot since then. In fact, some might even say that Season 20 is struggling a lot without him. NCIS Season 20 viewership numbers have decreased. It's the first season without the big guy. Of course, things were gonna be a bit tough. Fans all agree that with so little of the original cast left, it just feels like a whole different show now. There was a lot of uproar over the fact that he wasn't included in the Season 20 credits, and apparently the numbers weren't as good as before. That's a cause for concern.
Just got off the phone with the CEO. Turns out that Corporal Darby put in for disability retirement 2 weeks. Well, they are already at Darby's house.
Double checking the crime scene and Agent Tyler's witness list.
What about you, Gibbs?
we've all been sitting with the hope that he'll come back just for a little while. Well, hurry it up, Harmon. NCIS needs it. Plus, he did mention that Gibbs isn't gone. Oh, that's never gonna happen. In fact, he said that fans can imagine him just doing his thing in Alaska. There's always an opening if he wants to pop back in, even for just 2 minutes. I'd hail to get an update on his little day-to-day activities away from the detective life, wouldn't you? He's also very happy with the way they handled his storyline. Instead of making it clear-cut, they left it ambiguous, which is a very smart move on the showrunner's part. This way, a lot of previous beloved characters can make a comeback and save the show's ratings and keep the fans happy. That being said, there's another glimmering light of hope when it comes to a possible Gibbs comeback. Steve Binder suggested it. When it comes from the showrunner himself, you've gotta believe it.
So that's it? Nothing more you care to share with me about your trip?
No, not yet, Leon, no. Tyler's sleeping in Casey's office.
Good. You know, she's family.
Yeah.
What's a more credible source, right? He started by saying that Harmon will always be an amazing friend and colleague. Man, the guy's the best to work with. Then he talked about the way their biggest priority is to stay true to the characters. That is a huge green flag in showbiz, guys. You gotta love the characters you write and play. That's the best way to keep an audience hooked. In light of that comment, he elaborated that they'll always follow where the truth leads them. The truth is, Gibbs is far from finished. Harmon even said so himself. Binder concluded by saying that the fans know this one thing better than anyone else. Never count Gibbs out. It sounds like they all love him to bits, so it's not completely impossible to have some hope. Who knows, maybe Mark can make a tiny comeback as a side quest from the new agency. Never say never. If that's NCIS's motto, why shouldn't it be ours too?
Send an agent to watch her family.
Send another. Keep me posted.
Hey,
Whoa, not even how's Jimmy? You're not the only one having a rough couple of days, you know?
While I just love thinking about Gibbs as a character, there's a lot more to Harmon than meets the eye. You might know he's a family man, but you wouldn't believe the loveliest gesture he made for his son. The guy lent his son his horse for his engagement. As far as engagement photo shoots go, the more creative, the better. It looks like Sean, Mark's son, and his now wife Courtney Prather got the memo. In 2021, they got engaged and had the sweetest photo shoot ever. In it, there was a horse too. Sean rode in on it. Isn't that the cutest thing? What's important is that the horse was Mark's, and his name was Half and Half. Try not to die of cuteness. In some of the pictures, you can see the horse officiating the engagement. I don't think there's anything more special and personal than that. It's such a heartfelt way to support your son and his new partner for life. Romantic gestures like these are just what we all need for Valentine's Day coming around the corner. That's all about Mark Harmon's first career move since leaving NCIS. Are you excited for him? We'll see you next time.
what, McGee?
It's about Agent Tyler.
Yeah, what?
I was just about to send over that additional agent to help guard her house.
I'm sorry, Gibbs, I had to. Or he's gonna kill my little girl. I was trying to reason with the guy. Told him it was too late, that our ME already examined the body.
Well, his therapist says that over the past year, Darby has gone from being a confident, optimistic Marine to a sleep-deprived paranoiac. His bank accounts. Darby closed them last week. Took out his entire life savings in cash, $106,000.
One more minute. Stand by.
Why wait, Gibbs?
I should just go now.